The caves of Hvar have held the secrets of ancient inhabitants for centuries. They are still being explored to this very day. Layers of Greek and early Roman periods in the town of Hvar are still being explored, many of which are still hidden under the stone slabs of the streets, squares, houses, and beneath your very footsteps. Very little is known about what happened after the fall of the Western Roman Empire. Hvar became an important port and winter resort for the Venetian Navy. During this period, many of our poets and writers were active and left a significant mark, not only in the local community, but also throughout Croatia and Europe. As the town of Hvar grew, expanded, and flourished, unrest reigned among the population. Two classes, the nobles and the commoners, began to strongly oppose each other. The conflicts between the two classes grew larger and lasted for a long time. Even the miracle with the bleeding cross didn't stop it. After this event, processions were held in the island's towns and villages for more than 500 years, even to this day. The best known, called Following the Cross, it is one of 6 UNESCO World Protections on Hvar. This period marked the golden age of Hvar. A time of prosperity and development continued under the Venetian Republic. Many of our most treasured buildings were built during this time. And then the Ottomans came. A wooden bow figure shaped like a dragon from one of the ships has been preserved. The residents of Hvar call it Zvir, meaning the beast. Full of desperation and fury, the people of Hvar joined the powerful Christian army at the Gulf of Corinth in Greece, in one of the greatest naval battles of all time, completely defeating the Turkish army. And then, another tragedy. It seemed as if all hope had been lost and the light had left the town, leaving it in deep, terrible darkness. Several years had passed, and then on the orders of Venice, Pietro Semitecolo arrived in Hvar. He was to take over as the prince for 2 years. In 730 days, Semitecolo had rebuilt most of the city, restored the spirit, and brought back hope to the discouraged people of Hvar. In the name of peace, on the arsenal's first floor, Semitecolo had opened a theater in which both nobles and commoners had equal access. Today, this is the oldest public theater in Europe, perhaps the world. With the fall of the Venetian Republic, Hvar town briefly disappeared from the whirlpool of history, but only briefly. Diseases of the vine forced several islanders to emigrate across the ocean in search of a better life. Among the people who immigrated was a young man named Ivan Vucetic, a cooper from Hvar who found work in Argentina as a police officer. Over time, this young man developed his own method of detecting a perpetrator of crime using fingerprint identification. Today, he is known as the father of dactyloscopy. As islanders fled to distant continents in search of a better life, European scientists increasingly sought exotic and unexplored islands. Among them was an Austrian botanist, Franz Unger. On Hvar, he met and befriended a post office clerk and telegraph operator, Grgor Burčić. He founded the meteorological station in Hvar, one of the oldest in Croatia. At his invitation, more scientists came to Hvar to discover its perfect healing climate, ideal for winter vacations. In 1868, the Hygienic Society was founded, one of the first organized tourist societies in Europe. Empress Elizabeth of Austria gave her blessing and donated money to the construction of the first real hotel in Hvar, which bears the Empress's name even to this day. With the help of people coming to discover Hvar, this city has grown. More and more people visit Hvar to experience endless hours of sunshine, the benefits and healing properties of the climate, and unforgettable views from the fortress, an island that has long awakened the best in our senses.